they just strike you in such a bad way. Or just hearing their voice, even if it's happy, annoys you. Tired of hearing it. Because it goes from nice to angry. Dun, dun. Used to brag about being bipolar, but then tells me to go get help, you know? Because I have to talk loud to drown out the yelling. I used to just blast my ears out with headphones, like, you know, heavy metal. And I used to go out all night at raves, blasting my eardrums out with this by the speaker with dubstep to stay away from. It's like, bro, you want me out of your fucking hair? Get your own life. That's what I did. And then you don't like the life I'm living, even though you're not around to tell me any better. Not really, bro. Your absentee lifestyle is coming back to haunt you. And then all these kids that you have a problem with, you raised them. Your ideology raised them. Go get a job, go to school, stay in church, even when you don't feel comfortable. Just do it for the money. Do it for the money, man. To hear him taunt a dog like that is annoying. Like, and then bend over to be mushy with it. It's just annoying to me, bro. It's not like it makes me want to do anything bad. The things that make me want to do something bad are memories I have in regards to that person, you know? Because I'm not always just trying to project and talk shit, and then you catch me in a bad mood when you decide to call me. I was never like that with you. Now, was I? But it seems like you want me in a bad mood, and then I'm already wound up from this shit. This fucking dude. You want to put me through more shit, wondering why I'm fucking angry and morbid. Wondering why I'm asking God to come back every day. Gee, it's almost like it's so great that you have to ask God to come back and save the world by purging the demons off of it in the Great Tribulation. You know, like before he lets the Antichrist Satan have his way with you. I have no idea what you want me to say, bro. Yo, my dude, I don't know what you want me to say. Ceiling appreciation stream, maybe? Yeah, maybe you should go catch a fish, you fucking bitch. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you should go get a hobby, you little bitch. I don't want to rely on my mommy forever. I didn't rely on my parents even when I lived in a smaller house with them. I couldn't come to them with any advice that I couldn't come to them with my problems. And the solution to the problem you have is get a job all the time, even if you already have a job. Do you know what the solution is? Get another job. You know, all these war hawks, bro, they're chicken hawks to me. You're not all right with war, and then when somebody else has to fight it for you, now you're okay with it, because your lifestyle's going to come to an end if you don't fight the wars, I know. Reminds me of something else. It just reminds me of something. The way the mockery would come through all day. It's like a nut, bro. You love to mock me and play around until God starts mocking you. I know. You love that shit, dude. I already know. That's literally the way they go about shit, bro. You didn't know that? They go about it in that way. For that reason. Like, they're a demon, bro. They're a fucking demon. You didn't know that? They turn into exactly what they fucking fight against. For real. What they claim to fight against. Like, they turn exactly into it, bro. What you fight against, you become. Right? Especially if you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You just start repeating history and acting like the motherfuckers you claim to be against, and then everybody flip-flops and switches sides. That's why I just say I go repent, bro. I forgive you all for being that way. I really do. I forgive all of you for being that way towards me. Criticizing me, mocking me, and then acting like what I'm saying is nothing, even though you're bitching and complaining about the same fucking thing I was bitching about 10 years ago. Like, oh yeah, bro, here we go. What a surprise. It's history repeating itself, because you don't like when I come on the post and start saying real shit. I know. Too Irish for the Italian. I'm not saying that everybody, bro. It's a joke, but I'm too Irish for the Italians. Too Italian for the Irish. And just the right of amount of Italian to piss off an Albanian. Like, oh yeah, you know, like, don't want to be Italian. Especially in America, bro. They want to be Italian so bad. It's the same thing as Antichrist, in my opinion. I'm not saying that Italians are Christ and Albanians are Antichrist. You could flip the roles. Even if it was the other way around. Regardless of who is trying to be like the other, that's Antichrist, bro. The Antichrist hates Christ so much that he has to replicate him so that his believers fall for him when he comes to admit who he is. He tries to get you to blaspheme Christ, so you go to hell. Because he knows where he's going, bro. The devil knows where he's going. You don't think the devil knows where he's going to end up? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. So I get something different, you know? That's why I get something different in life. Because I don't think the same way as all these people. Now, do I? Like, I'm not afraid of the conflict, but I ain't anything to prevent it, bro. I don't want to get into problems and drama. You want to bring all this conflict here, and I say save it for your mama, bro. You know, the comment section, you don't see each other ever? What the fuck is wrong with you? I thought y'all friends. You just go on argue book to FaceTime each other, I know. You don't like when I start arguing, all right? Because I'm actually making jokes about all of you. That's the funniest part about it. Like, I don't even have to vote. You know what I mean? Like, I understand what they talk about when they say that shit. But the thing is, they don't like that I agree with it a little bit, because then they say I'm trying to act like something I'm not. Like, you're saying I'm trying to act black, but it's only a depiction of what you thought. Somebody told you that's what black is. Like, you're an idiot. I like hip-hop. I don't like all that dumb shit, though. You know, like the kill yourself culture, shoot up your own people. Like, they can convince everybody to do that. It doesn't just happen to black people, bro. You got abortionists killing off babies in little girls' wombs, basically, bro. Just because they're too young to have it. Well, God didn't think so. God didn't say they're too young to have a baby. If they're too young to have a baby, they wouldn't have a baby. Oh, it's because society told you you're too young to have a baby, and then you're afraid that your life's going to be more difficult. Hey, what about when you go sacrifice your child, putting your seeds through the fires of Baal, and then your life gets more difficult when your other children turn 12? You know? The ones you didn't murder. And then what? You just call people crazy because they don't like that shit. I know. I remind you of something that you don't want to remember. I know, bro. Believe me. I know. Me just talking about it is so triggering. You're not supposed to have an opinion on that stuff. Hey, maybe I should, though. Okay, I agree with you. I'm not supposed to have an opinion on it, but I do. So what now? You gonna come abort me? You gonna come abort me because I don't like abortions, bro? Like, oh yeah, I let them know who they're dealing with. They're not gonna like me. I'm not on the same team as them. They're not on the same team as me neither. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. They all a bunch of lefties, in my opinion. But then when I start saying shit like that's the Nazi bullshit, like they tried to get me sick through my water. Through the water, through the vent, they try to get me sick here, bro. Why would I want to sit here like that? Why would I trust anybody that is okay with this? You're doing this shit to people. And it's not just a right-wing or a left-wing issue, bro. Like, they're doing this shit to people on many different levels. And you just don't want to see it. You call me fucking paranoid, delusional, schizophrenic. Like, fuck you in 4K. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you in 4K video. How about that one? Go fuck yourself in 4K video, bro. And high residual. You can go fuck yourself. How about that one? Because I was waiting to take a shower till nighttime comes. So I don't have disturbances with the water. And I don't feel like I have to wash myself off twice because of the weird ass smell coming through the pipes. Like, oh yeah, that's the same shit that was getting me sick. That's why I take a longer shower. That's why I wait till the nighttime hours. That's why I wait till nobody's awake before I take a shower. Because I don't want to get shitted on. I don't want to get pissy water flushed on my fucking hair, in my ear canal, in my eyes. I don't want that, bro. And then you wonder why I go, die. Right? You're okay with all that shit. You're okay if they're killing me, but you get all offended when I go, die. R.I.P. R.I.P. Right? If I start directing your fucking energy back at you, now you don't like it. What a surprise. Goddamn narcissists. You know what I'm saying? I don't hide behind keyboards, bro. I don't go, oh, he's just joking in the comment section. I'm like, oh, you're going to try to hit me and fight me for something I wrote. I know. You're the same thing as the left. I know. You're the same fucking thing as them. And I don't have a team. You know why? Because you're both lefties to me. To me, you're all a bunch of fucking lefties. That's why I don't care, bro. You couldn't tell I don't give a fuck what you said about me. Like, good, call me a Nazi, bro. Because I want some structure. But I don't think they should be knocking down your front door, putting you in a camp. Hey, you live in one big concentration camp, you fucking vamp. They make you go to work for Monopoly money, and then you gotta use that same old bullshit money to buy your food, pay for your water bill and your electricity. I guess you're not working for water still. I guess you're not working for energy still. And then you all upset if people like me go, yo, get the enemy killed. For real, get the enemy killed, bro. Get the enemy off the battlefield. Straight up. Like, oh, you didn't know that was me. And I agree with them a little bit. I have sympathy and empathy. You're like, oh yeah, I agree with them. I can see where they're correct. But none of them will get behind me. You ever notice that shit? They need people like me to agree with them, but then they don't want to agree really. They don't really agree. They just act like they agree to get a benefit out of it, and I don't. I agree when I agree, and I disagree when I disagree. You know, like Jesus told me to do, bro. Let my yes mean yes, and let my no mean no. Basically, thou shalt not lie. You know what I'm saying? He's spinning the commandment of thou shalt not lie into a newer way to say it because these people like to complain about it. You're not following the law like how I am. My political party's so much better than yours. Don't you see that your political party is the real racists? Like, what a scam, bro. What a sham they're living in, you know? They don't even understand. What a fucking sham. What a fucking sham, bro. For real. Like, my bad that I'm actually aware of what I'm doing. When I say it. But yeah, nobody cares about that shit. Just like I don't, because they overuse the word. Right? Same as every other bullshit thing they overuse. I know. Believe me, bro, I know. You don't have to tell me. I'm tired of it too. But I'm tired of both of you arguing. I love to argue with the argumentative people because then they stop arguing. Now don't they? Now don't they? Don't they stop arguing, bro? When you're sitting there saying all day, you talking to the dog all day? Because I don't say much to your face, really, bro. I don't say it behind your back either. I say it loud enough for you to hear me, and then you don't say much about it. Because you know who allows Pat to call himself Grim Speaker. You know who allows me to call myself that, bro. You know it's true. But hey, God was letting me call myself that for a reason. Because I wanted to be a demon, and he took that off of me. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. They have no clue, bro. They have no clue. They don't even remember. They will not remember it either. Believe me, they won't say, I was wrong. They double down because they don't want to look stupid. When I'm the one saying I fell for that dumb shit. Notice that, bro. They go along right with it. I'm still standing in the same spot where I was going, look, they all acted like a baby. It went from lock her up to stay locked down. You're not doing it right. You know what I mean? Oh, those people not wanting to be locked down forever are really horrible. I guess Trump is not a leftist. Even though he's agreeing with them all the time. Bro, I'm agreeing with people that don't like him about shit. I don't like him either, but for different reasons. You know, I'm not going, he's a sexist, racist, homophobe. I don't have TDS. You understand? I have musical Tourette's. One of my friends like to say that shit to me. Oh yeah, you might be right, bro. Cause who the fuck wanna be an MC if you can't get paid to be a fucking MC? Excuse me. Excuse me for existing. Crucify me. Right? That's how they mad passive aggressive type people, right? Very fucking annoying. Because I know how evil that is. It's sarcasm. It's like lying. You don't even do it for a good reason. You don't even be sarcastic to expose demons and their hypocrisy. You don't be sarcastic to make people laugh. You be sarcastic so you can be passive aggressive on somebody like me. Because either like what? You're like, you can't really beat me up. I'm not looking to fight, but I know that's what it has to be from. You want to talk about hopefully I don't comply one day? Like, bro, you're looking for a reason to worship a demon and then you get mad that I agree with the left about you. Like, yeah, I agree with the left about you. And I voted for the dude before you. You know, when it was normal to, because I didn't like Hillary Clinton. You know, Reptillery, Shillery killing me. Ruining my fucking home state from wherever the fuck she wants to sit. Yeah, I guess it's just because she's a bitch. Yeah, actually, it is because she's a bitch. Not because she's a woman. It's because she's a bitch. You know, I don't want to vote for some bitch calling my friends super predators. You know, that's what it was. In my opinion, that's what it was. The shit they don't want to admit, you know. The reason why I went that direction. You know why I showed myself even more. Like, I'm more racist than that guy, bro, and black people seem to love me. Not that they adore me, but they don't fucking hate me. They agree with the shit I say. It's just that I look differently from them, saying the same thing.